On our way in from St. Lucia, we spotted what looked like a string of beaches nestled between cliffs on Martinique's southern coast. And while we'd heard that the south coast is the kind of place where you can have miles of beach all to yourself, the weather had other plans. We took it easy for a couple of days to recover from the 48-hour passage up here. But now, we're itching for adventure. So today, we're dropping anchor near the town of Sainte-Anne, hoping to hike our way to a little slice of paradise. Little did we know how far along Martinique's picturesque coastline this journey would take us and what we'd get up to when we reached our destination.
What's up, guys? We are in Sainte-Anne. It is our first time in this anchorage, and we've heard that there's a great 13-mile hike. I don't know if we're making it all 13 miles, but we're gonna try it out, see what happens. How we doing, Co-Captain Claire?
Doing good.
Let's get this party started.
Looks good to me. Sainte-Anne is a commune that sits on the peninsula at Martinique's southern tip. Sailboats gather here by the dozens in an anchorage that is calm except when the wind veers south. The town square is built around an old chapel which dates back to the 17th century, and the town is authentically French Caribbean. Narrow streets, colorful pastel buildings, markets with fresh fish, and lots of yummy local delicacies. As cute as the town was, it would have to wait another day, because today we were headed for the beaches.
I think it's towards Saline.
Alright, let's go. I'd been feeling cooped up for a couple of days. Nice to get out and stretch the legs.
8 little legs, long legs. We got 8 little legs over here. That's it. We're at Anse Carison.
Okay. What does that mean?
Don't get naked.
We were already a couple of miles from town and had almost made it to the trailhead when Bindi made an unexpected friend.
The sneaking suspicion we're gonna have a new hiking mate.
This little pup was quite taken with Bindi and wouldn't leave her side. We weren't sure what to do with him, but we figured we'd find his owner somewhere nearby. Plus, Bindi didn't seem to mind, as long as her new friend helped her chase crabs.
Bindi can't stop chasing crabs, and I'm wondering how long before she gets pinched. I kind of feel bad for that guy because he's going to get his friends killed. He's going to tell them, guys, if you stand really still, they just take pictures of you.
He's giving me like Ernesto vibes.
Claire, you can't name him.
Ernesto was like a fairy of the forest. He'd disappear for minutes at a time, only to reappear magically. But as we followed him further down the path, with still no sign of his owners, we began to worry that it was actually us that was leading this poor puppy astray.
He's afraid of the water.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, I think we gotta make sure Tiny Buddy finds his way home.
Yeah, we'll bring him back to the
Because he's scared of water.
And then, we lost him.
Did we lose our guide?
The trail went on for miles. Forest turned into marshy mangroves with sinking mud and puppy-sized crab traps. Here, the path split off in many different directions. We flew the drone to see if we could spot him, but nothing. There were so many places for a little pup to get lost. Up ahead, there were steep cliffs with sheer drop-offs, steep enough that we even put Bindi back on leash. We were really starting to worry that we had lost Ernesto for good when...
Well, look who it is! Ernesto, where did you go?
Bonjour, Ernesto.
This little puppy of the forest had led us miles down the trail, and as it turns out, he knew exactly where he was going.
So we just passed this beach, and it seems like everybody there was just naked. So I guess when in Rome.
we'd had our fun, it was really time to find Ernesto's owners once and for all.
This dog has been following us for long enough that we've named him Ernesto, and now we feel kind of responsible for him because we're a ways away from where we found him. So we're gonna make sure to deliver him back safe and sound.
Little guy's tired.
The Caribbean is full of stray dogs, and some actually wear collars. It usually means that someone gives them water and food, but otherwise they're free to roam all day. But I wasn't convinced this dog was a stray.
To me, he just doesn't seem like an outdoor dog, is the problem.
Who owns you?
Dog gets bathed and his collar is new. Like, I don't think he's a street dog.
Maybe not, but we gotta figure out whose dog he is. You gonna go in there and ask?
Yeah.
Alright.
He belongs to somebody. She said same thing. Go to the vet and see if he has a microchip.
Alright, the search continues.
Like, no, but he's really cute. You should just keep him.
After asking a bunch of people, we were close to giving up and considering bringing Ernesto back to our boat for the night before the vet opened the next day. But then we decided to make one last try, and something miraculous happened.
No! Come here and tell me all about it.
So they've been looking for him all morning.
No!
Yeah.
Did you
Guess
tell
what
them?
his name is? Yeah, I told him. He's like, he went to Point Celine. We've been looking for him all day. His name is Jasmin. And he ran. I made sure he ran up to the owner, and his tail was wagging and stuff, so he recognized the guy. I asked. There was a woman over here, and I asked her. I was like, hey, like, do you know this dog? Oui, c'est bon. Merci beaucoup. Je vous remercie. C'est très gentil. That was her. And she was like, I think maybe he lives that way. I think it's his sister's dog, but he has the same one, like from the same litter. And he's like, she's like, try that way. So I like walked up, and then I was like, it goes all the way up, and it's like big apartment buildings. I was like, I'm never gonna fucking find this person. And she wasn't even sure. And then she's like, you know what? Let me try calling him and being like, are you looking for a dog? So she called him, and sure enough, he came down the hill, and he's like, Jasmin!
No! That's crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, bye, Ernesto.
Dude, we did it!
Side quest complete.
Amazing. Oh, that feels so good.
I know. It's like, I really didn't want to bring that dog on our boat.
Me too. Me too. But I couldn't leave him. Alright, let's go. What a busy morning. We went for a hike, found a dog, lost a dog, found a dog again, and then found that dog's owners. Good job.
It's a good day. Now we deserve un croissant jambon fromage.
It's water day.
Now I know why that family was all wearing their ponchos.
Most of the time, we top up our water in marinas, but in Sainte-Anne, the local aquatic park actually offers drinking water to cruisers for a small fee.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is what happens when you don't have reverse or neutral. Perfect. I think we stuck the landing. Just in time. All right, who's throwing them to who this time? We're a little heavier. Let go. You did that on
water will last us about 2 weeks. We dream of having a water maker one day, but for now, we have to lug around these big heavy jerry cans to get by.
They're gonna think I'm weak.
It's okay. You're strong in spirit.
In all seriousness, boat life, especially on a small old boat, is very physically demanding, which is why we prioritize our health and fitness to keep up with the boat. We love finding places like Sainte-Anne that make it super easy to want to stay fit and play outside.
I just want you guys to know that in order to make shots like that happen for me on the swing, this is what my cameraman looks like. It's like, babe, hold my hair clip, hold my sunnies. Thank you very much.
It's sunset time.
Is it still?
I think you've got to flash it to get a green flash.
If you've been following our story, you may have noticed a little bit of a time hop. So here's a recap of how we ended last season. Despite our engine troubles, we made it to Antigua for an epic reunion. It was an absolute blast and so good to catch up with our college friends. Our season was actually full of friends, both old and new, and the last few weeks were no exception. Special shout out to Maddie and Eric. Thanks for reminding us what it means to be playful. From foiling to hiking to just simply goofing around.
I don't know why it's more fun, but the fact that our boats are tied together is just way more fun.
Makes you afraid you can dive through the donut.
It had been a lifelong dream of mine to get scuba certified, so I was absolutely stoked to get my PADI open water in Grenada, where I had my first encounter with a sleepy nurse shark. We actually saw so much wildlife on the journey back south. From dolphins in Guadeloupe to pilot whales in Dominica to turtles and rays and huge schools of fish. Those encounters are always so magical. It definitely wasn't all sunshine and rainbows though. If you know boats, then you know things are always breaking, and it usually happens at the worst time. We thought our engine troubles were behind us, but our engine decided to hydrolock itself for a second time on the way south. We knew what to do to get it working temporarily, but we would have some serious diagnosing to do when we got to Trinidad. We also ended up losing our autopilot on 2 legs of the trip, which meant hand steering for 20 plus hours in 3-hour shifts, which in strong wind and heavy seas was super difficult and exhausting. But if it wasn't for the low lows, there would be no high highs, and we returned to Trinidad after 7 months at sea, feeling accomplished, inspired, and a little saltier. We had sailed 1,000 nautical miles to 8 different countries, and we could not wait to do it all over again.